My brother missing. Srendar, show mercy! Yes, our moon sugar storehouse is burnt in the night. My father ran inside to save our tools, but he barely made it out. Do you hear his wheezing? The sweet smoke ruined his lungs. He needs powerful medicine, or he won't last until morning. Father tried to save our alchemical tools. If any survive, we could trade them for medicine. Please return quickly with the tools. If I can't trade them for medicine, this one's father will die. You know of moon sugar, yes? The moon sugar cane grows well on these isles. With my people's sweet tooth, there can never be enough to sprinkle on our meals. We must pay our debts. If our neighbors own more land, how do we match their crops at market? We must turn to alchemy to grow better crops, yes? Yes, our crops came in much bigger this season. Not that it matters now. Yes, Zabanma shares a temper with hurricanes. After a great quarrel with this one, he stormed off and left us short-clawed. Father had to cancel his trip to Mistral, and now he's...
So, any luck? Did Asbira mention anything about the fire you didn't hear from me? Strange. Why would farmers need alchemical tools? I won't stand in your way. If you see anything out of place, let me know. Not yet. As an act of goodwill, the Thalmor Inner Council sent us to aid Headwoman Harani in ending this island smuggler problem. And if this was arson, I'll bring the culprit to justice.
Get off my family sled. If you plan to loot my family's plantation, I will give you such a thrashing. Too late, sugar thief. The fire destroyed every last calcinator. Wait, I expected my sister to check on the tools herself. Why did she send a stranger? You lie! My father left yesterday to trade in Mistral. didn't he? Oh no. I set the fires to destroy those damn tools. We lost our last harvest to the thunderbugs, despite the debt. Asbira bought alchemical tools to improve our crop, she said. But last week, I caught her brewing skooma. That vile drug destroys lives. When she refused to stop, I knew what must be done. I don't want my family imprisoned. The fire was to destroy any trace of skooma. Recently, I saw my sister bury something on the beach. I was headed there next, but I should be with my father. Would you search for the skooma she hid on the beach? My sister placed colorful seashells near whatever she buried. I bet there is a sack full of skooma vials next to them. I'll be with my father. If you find anything, bring it back to me. I should really go check on my father. It is death in a bottle. Distill moon sugar cane the right way, and the crystals make you happy and stupid. Do it the wrong way, and you get shaking fits. You foam at the mouth, and then you die. Not for long. I always know it's month's end when debt collectors pound at our door. But last month, they didn't show. When I asked why, Asbira said not to worry. This must have been her scheme. She's always had father wrapped around her tail.
Good find, cohort.
Something strike your fancy? Some. Some Renabi picked off dead men in the sands of Alakir. Others, a great desert in northwest Tamriel, home to the great libraries of elsewhere. A great...
I'd honestly hoped...
Do not disturb the ritual, cub. Our harvest depends upon it.
All this wasted effort. Blasted creatures get into everything. First the hurricane, then rats from the sea. What next, flying mud crabs? Surendar's mercy, we need more time before the inspection. Dominion inspectors. Headwoman Harani requested their aid to stop smugglers. We're honest farmers with good customers. Our moon sugar is used to spice food, not to brew skooma. When the inspectors learn we can't protect our fields, we're finished. Hairy, squirmy, squeaky little rats. They've infested the plantation since the storm. The inspectors will ask, if we can't protect our fields from those dung-dropping sugar eaters, how can we protect them from skooma-brewing thieves? Find out why Cindertail's Sench tigers roll on their backs instead of filling their bellies with rat. Does one expect to keep his job if the inspectors find vermin in our fields? At best, the inspectors will recommend our moon sugar be confiscated. To the east, a plantation burns. Was it due to the inspector's recommendations? Who can say? When moon sugar runs dry, people turn to smugglers. With smugglers comes skooma. But find out why Cindertail's Sench tigers roll on their backs instead of filling.
This one will tattle on you. Got a good look? Good. Now you can go.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
Want to buy a carpet? How about 3? They aren't good for much else. Yes, Afe, even you. Do not eat the rats, this one says. Do they listen? No! Stupid Sench. Lazy Sench. They already did. That's the problem. Moon sugar makes you sleepy if you eat too much. Rats eat moon sugar, Sench eat rats, and then lazy Sench. Especially you, Gobani. Not with sugar bellies. These useless Sench could only kill a rat if they fell upon it. From a great height. Go inside, lock the doors, wait until they leave? No. Let this one think. Without Sench hunters, what could... Thunderbugs. No. Thunderbugs nest nearby. They defend their delicious eggs from anyone who'd make a meal of them, yes? If you grabbed an armload of eggs... Undoubtedly. But they'd hesitate to harm the eggs once you possess them. Smash an egg into each rat nest, and the Thunderbug's electric frenzy kills the rats before the inspectors arrive. You're sturdy, yes? A little shock won't stop you. Wonderful! Say...
must finish this.
Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
There's no question.
Clever luring thunderbugs out of their mounds like that. A scheme worthy of Bandar himself. They're all gone then? Excellent. Our gracious inspector has been most patient with us. Perhaps witnessing your ingenuity will affect his findings. Joan and Joe dance kindly with you, Walker. Whatever... Naturally. Will you be dining with us as well?
Can any of you hear? You there. Have you seen my squad? We were all on a little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Khenarthi's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore, hulls cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here, but I can't find the rest of my squad. I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edalus, Onglon, and Nistel. 2 of us can cover more ground. I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. But hurricanes are another matter. Our ship's hold was packed full of an old Bosmer healing remedy. The labels say torchbug treacle, but Marines call it glow juice. The wreck scattered bottles across the beach must be what brought out the Aelids.
Squat creatures made of teeth, claws, and endless hunger. I've heard their cries up and down the beach since I came to.
Good luck. Do me a favor. If you find them before I do, tell them the ocean hasn't killed me yet.
A most gratifying resolution. Another chance at perfection.
Who are you? Were you part of the fleet? Alive? Good. That's good. Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. But if it knits my ribs, I'll drink the whole bottle. Good. I'll find Sergeant Firion. Go.
I lost a lot of friends in that storm. Give me some good news. I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could, but it tore the skin off my palms. Glow juice? Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you find them.
We can use this.
Bless Ifra. I'm glad you came by. Have you seen any other Marines along the beach? She's alive. I suppose that's some luck amidst all this wreckage. Glow juice? By the gods, it just might. Soon as I can stand on my own, I'll head inland. Lieutenant Gellin dragged me out of the water.
Quality material makes for quality goods.
Another distraction.
Waning gibbous. Blow the wind from his lungs. Waxing gibbous. Waxing crescent.
Back straight, arms
Waning
limber,
crescent.
palms open as the full moon.
Help! Stop that clawless thief!
do so little time.
Yeah! Yeah! I'm still feisty!
Don't believe her lies.
Harder than expected. Let's see if it was worth it.
Now you die.
Not now, not
We
ever.
can use this.
Knowledge is power.
You're here. Go. Keep your wits about you, my new friend. Mistral's houses cast deep shadows, and vipers lurk in the tall grass. Mistral is the jewel of the southern seas, a free port with trade ties to half of Tamriel. Ambassadors from the Dominion arrived weeks ago to negotiate its admission into the Alliance. Unfortunately, things have not gone smoothly. Khenarthi's Roost has an old treaty with the Maumar. Without Mistral's support, the High Elves, Wood Elves, and Khajiit stand united under the Eagle Banner. He is the voice and spirit of the Wood Elves. Razumdar is just a simple Khajiit. He seeks the best for all the people of Tamriel. Also, a saddle that won't pinch the tail. One day.
So much to do, so little time.
Such a terrible thing, this storm. Dash.
I've never had such a difficult time deciding. Especially...
So, you're the one that saved the Queen, eh?
I see that.
You don't look that special.
You've come.
I'm rather busy right now.
Honest merchant. Trust me.
Khenarthi's Roost and the Dominion. Together.
Is the Sylvanar blind? Every one of these sea elves is a venomous serpent waiting to strike. We should have cleansed this place. Lorcan, take them all. Why did the Sylvanar negotiate with these filthy Maumar? Those pirates are a stick in the High Elf eye. They capture our merchants' ships and raid our settlements. Not as long as the Sylvanar confuses diplomacy with capitulation.
Your pardon, friend. The Dominion's arrival on Khenarthi's Roost has upset the locals. It falls on me to smooth the waters. Please, help yourself to food or drink. I'm happy to speak with you once this matter is settled. Most unexpected. It seems we have a mutual friend. May I ask, what brings you to Mistral? Then perhaps you can advise me on a small matter. The Maormer have a treaty with Khenarthi's Roost. This is nothing to fear. A treaty is something I can work with. Yet neither Ambassador Ulondil nor Headwoman Harani will produce a copy. Indeed, why not? It would be indecorous to suggest the treaty is anything but actual and sound, yet I fear it won't present itself without a more active line of inquiry. Would you be my... Exactly, a chorus...
We upheld our treaty with the people of Khenarthi's Roost for generations, and this is how they repay our kindness? We will not allow High Elf thieves to gain a foothold in our territorial waters. By all rights, this is our island. Harani's people occupy it with our blessing. We keep a copy on an island far from here. I see no reason to send for it. I won't allow High Elf wharf rats another chance to take our rightful lands. Why don't you...
This one thinks you have come to make a deposit, yes?
It's hard to keep track of the new faces since the hurricane, but I don't believe we've met. And I told him the mere act of doing so would complicate matters with our longtime Maormer allies. They take great offense to the Dominion's claims upon our island. Look around you. What great armies do you see? Our survival depends on knowing when to fight and when...
Any luck securing a copy of the treaty? Then there's little chance for compromise. I'll call a break in formal talks until everyone calms their nerves. I can't allow the Dominion's first act on Khenarthi's Roost to be one of conquest. I understand our mutual friend prefers the rum served at a nearby tavern. It's a name, a title, and our holy city. Quite an honor to carry around such an important word, and the occasional burden in its confusion of outsiders. As Sylvanar, seems like it's been such a short while, but the wrinkles on my face tell me differently. Or did you mean it's a name, a title? As Sylvanar, a freshly grown fruit, still without blemish. On behalf of the Bosmer people, it's my goal to... She sustains me, and I her. Together, we are the aspirations of the Bosmer people given form. Put...
I must finish this.
Derivative.
You think this one drinks on the job? Good. Then so will everyone else. Ulandil certainly won't. His viper tongue is sharp. But Harani can't because her copy was stolen. It only takes 3 drinks to loosen the tongue of the Chancery clerk, if you were curious. A good question. Raz answers it with an interesting bit of trivia. Ulandil posted a guard at his quarters the day someone needs to slip into Marmor Embassy, find a way past the guard, and rifle through Ulandil's private quarters. The pragmatist in this one says it's because you have no firm connection to the Dominion.
Marvel at its slavering maw.
To fight our wrongful
Be disgusted by its cold, oozing nose.
I'll be at this a while.
For prosperity, for security, for unity, for the Dominion. It would be good to leave this forsaken rock.
Don't cause trouble.
Ambassador Ulandil isn't here. And if he was, he'd be far too busy to entertain the likes of you.
Floors that don't sway, sand that creeps into boots, bugs the size of anchors.
Off limit. Are you lost? Ambassador Ulandil's none of your business. Go bother the clerk. He doesn't know when to shut up either. Are you lost? Ambassador Ulandil's... What? Give it here! She wants to meet me? Now? Out of my way!
To see.
Everything is so... still.
Another one?
Had the Dominion simply sailed on by, it wouldn't have come to this.
What's your step, Groundwalker?
The spring in your step. Did you know a sense of accomplishment can alter one's stride? The Sylvanar is certainly being watched by the Maumar. You should inform him the treaty is safe. He will know what to do next. The Sylvanar and the Green Lady are being put up in the Armorer's home. This one recommends you knock before entering. Green Lady gets jumpy at silent approach. At a quick glance, there are holes in the treaty. When the Sylvanar were...
Time for you to leave. No! No! You found him like this? What did you see? Answer me! Then you know nothing. 1,000 curses on this wretched island. They've taken my beloved. None who'll survive the day. I am the unerring bolt. Once loosed, I cannot stop till I pierce my quarry's eye. Harani knows her own city. If she won't tell you who did this, I'll shorten her tale until she does. Now go! Go!
Open for business.
Not again. Please. I understand what the Sylvanar did. But he was just here. What happened? How awful. Who would harm such a peaceful creature? My guards saw nothing. We doubled the watch to ensure safety. Of course. I hereby declare you a deputy of the Mistral Guard. No door shall be barred to you. On my desk, you will find the most recent reports from the Mistral Guard.
The Sylvanar murdered? These treacherous Khajiit have plotted with the Maormer to slay our noble envoy.
How dare you! The Sylvanar was our guest. You go too far, Vice-Reeve.
Outrageous! More Dominion treachery. I will conduct my own investigation.
No sea rat will show me up. I'll get to the bottom of this myself.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here.
You worry for nothing, little one. Their roots have grown for many years. It will take more than a few elves to tear them up.
Perfect. As good a place as any. If that clerk has any sense, he'll find it.
Welcome to my humble abode.
I love mixing. Alchemy is the art of... Well, not all reagents are here.
This apothecary must have had a hand in the murder.
Get off my ship before I throw you off! And I need a new rigging and a serving wench. Why didn't you say so? You're a deputy of the guard? The same guard whose authority ends where my ship begins? On the dock or in the water, your choice. Well, that's a serving wench. 3 minutes.
Another one?
Don't cause trouble. Another one?
Perhaps we can complete a writ or two on our downtime, hmm?
killing the Sylvanar was foolish. The Green Lady and the Sylvanar shared a life bond. She has little time to avenge him before she too will die, and the Green Lady is a most dangerous creature. But the Maumar planned something, but what? Wait. The apothecary sold Daedra blood in these specific amounts? That would explain. This is a sample of the vile cloud from around the Sylvanar's body. Bring it to the Green Lady. Tell her it killed her beloved. As
The killer will share the pain my beloved's death has wrought. Hand down. No poison in all of Tamriel could harm my beloved. But this scent was on his body. Why is it out? You're blind to it. Easily remedied. Follow if you can.
Yes. Some walker was there to crush them back down with lightning, walls of water.
Covered my tracks. Couldn't have found me. I followed his orders. Daedric poison for the wood elf and his mate. Ulandil. He said they could stop.
I've heard enough.
His orders. I had to follow his orders.
There. You did what you had to. As did I.